back. Hi. I did this instead of killing myself, a stand-up comedy podcast in New York. It's the week of September 4th, 2023, Labor Day. Hope you had a good weekend. I did. There was an awesome show last night by Minji. Shout out to Minji. Texted the city on Instagram. She put on a really cool show, Summer Chaos, and it was an art gallery show that was really fun. Dang it, I'm trying to sign into my computer. Done. Minji, she's gonna be a guest in a couple weeks, and or maybe next week. But she's an artist, so this was a comedy show at an art gallery at the Bitcoin Center, and she had all of her paintings on display, and there were a ton of artists. And then at 9:00 the comedy show started, and it was great. There was like a lot of really cool performances, like great audience. Everybody was real supportive, and we died laughing. And then Minji turned it into like a dance party afterwards. So that was amazing. So shout out to Minji. Check her stuff out. Appreciate her having us. Good interview today too. Excited to hilarious guys. Our guests today, Vyas, Sathya, David Smith. I know I met Vyas as a comic before I met David. David's is Vyas' friend from California, and he was in town. I'll start with David. David is a drone pilot. He's 107 certified. I'm not sure what that means exactly, but I think it means he's very good. He likes to travel and crash drones. There's some really cool drone footage on his Instagram at dinodave.fpv. And Vyas is Indian, stand-up comic. He's from San Jose-based stand-up comic. He's been doing comedy about 6 years. He's been in New York the last 5 or 6 months, and I met Vyas at the Producers Club, I think. He does comedy all over. He's hilarious, dark, edgy, horribly offensive, really funny. In this interview we start out, Vyas brought watermelon, so we're like eating watermelon at the beginning. I'm sorry if might be a little annoying, but we talk about what gender are the numbers. The numbers have genders, and we debate that. Talk about Vyas' childhood friend Jim. He makes some jokes. There's some horribly offensive, totally fictional jokes in here, but David talks us about what it's like being a drone pilot. Get a lot of insight into that. COVID revelations. Vyas talks about he bears his soul. Talks about this real life story about toxic family relationships and giving his dad COVID, and it's pretty funny, pretty dark. It's good though. It's good. And by the way, I'm sorry. There is a chunk in this interview of about 20 minutes where the phone or the good audio goes out. I'm sorry about that. If you're on YouTube and you just want to skip that part, I'm gonna put a chapter thing so you can skip ahead. But weird interview, goofing around interview. I think it's fun though. I think you'll enjoy getting to know both of these guys. They're great. That's it for those guys. Not going to shout out the local shows, but reminder, if you're in South Carolina, follow Greenville SC Comedy on Instagram. They'll get you info on the local shows. And, that's it for the intro. Hope you guys have a great Labor Day. And I hope you enjoy my interview with Vyas and David. Here it is. Welcome back to the show, everyone.
Yeah. Howdy.
Hi. We have on the show Vyas, Sathya, and David
Smith.
David, is that your real name?
Dead ass.
Dead ass. You guys like watermelon, huh?
Yeah.
Thanks for giving me some.
That's your watermelon.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very excited to have these two gentlemen on the show. Vyas is a comic friend of mine. How annoying is it to chew on a podcast? Probably pretty annoying.
We don't have to listen to the podcast.
Yeah, you
do.
We don't have to.
That's what I'm saying. They do.
Yeah, it's not our problem.
Yeah, we're just enjoying watermelon.
Yeah. Have you done a lot of podcasts, Vyas?
Mm-hmm.
Did you shut the door?
Yep.
Oh, shit.
I did like 8 episodes, so not as much as you.
Wait, you made your own?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then like there was some complication of getting guests in there. It was
Yeah.
awesome. We got to put out podcast clips, but I don't know what we're gonna do now. But it's in like a pause.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the theme of your podcast?
We just invite comics or just interesting people, and then like
Mm-hmm.
we'd have some whatever questions, and then we just shoot the shit.
Okay.
If something was rolling,
I
like
gotcha.
with the Anya Jones, you know her at all?
Anya?
Yeah, she was one of the people who came on our podcast.
Not yet.
We were talking about the genders of numbers.
Uh-huh.
Like we were just like assuming, like what did gender you think each number was growing up? and
Like
stuff.
1 through 9?
Yeah.
Okay.
0 through, don't forget 0.
Yeah. I want to say 0's a chick and 1's a dude.
Mm-hmm.
Cause
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I'm making a gesture of sex with my.
I didn't know that when I was 5. So 0 is a dude. Well, 0 could still be a dude because they got a 0, if you know what I mean.
No, I don't know what you mean.
An asshole.
Oh,
An asshole is what I'm
yeah.
talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think, David? What is
You just call him David?
David?
Whoa.
David, what do you think?
I don't know, David. What do you think? No, I agree with you. 1 and 0. 1's a dude. 0's also sometimes a dude. In Chinese gay culture, they don't say top or bottom. They say 1 or 0.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
And 1's a top, 0's a bottom.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, in
Okay.
India, Wombode is the number 9.
Right.
And it's like a
Because you're
slang.
Indian.
Yeah. Glad you noticed.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
A lot of people think I'm German, but I'm Indian. But Wombode is number 9, which is slang term for trans people, because it has like it has a penis and a vagina on the same number.
Which one?
9.
9?
Yeah.
Where's the penis and vagina? Oh, the.
Because
Okay.
it's got both.
I see.
Yeah.
I want to say 5. I think 5 is probably a dude. No.
5's too curvy
5's
to
a
be
girl.
a dude.
5's a girl. Yeah. The curviness. And, yeah. Anyway.
7's a dude for sure.
7's a dude. Yeah, 7's my favorite number. Gotta be a dude.
It's lucky.
Is it lucky in Indian culture?
No. No, it's not.
Okay. So you only got 8 episodes in, huh?
Mm-hmm. Or maybe more, but some of the episodes are like super long. They're like 5 hours.
5
long.
hours?
Yeah.
How many people listen?
Well, we never put out anything, so we just have a bunch of clips of stuff.
Okay.
Because we wanted to do a bunch with it, but it was like, it was just like, in order to get guests, we do it at a place like a rec center.
Mm-hmm.
And in order to bring the guests in, they have to become members now. Which before we were just sneaking them in. Or not
Yeah.
even sneaking them, they let us, but now it's like, I don't know if we're going to have to go through
At a
that.
rec center, huh?
Uh-huh.
You could just ask people at the rec center just to interview strangers. Just
Yeah,
have
that's a
them
good
on.
idea.
Why not?
That's actually a pretty cool idea.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
At the Boys and Girls Club. You ever go to the Boys and Girls Club?
What's that?
That's what I envisioned. You know what the Boys and Girls Club is? It's like an after-school thing where kids come to play and not like get in trouble and join a gang or whatever. And there's like,
Oh, I just
What's-
joined gangs growing up.
what's that?
I just joined gangs.
You
growing up.
did?
Yeah. So
In
so-
India?
No, I didn't get it. In Taiwan. Come on.
Have you? I'm sorry.
Mm,
In Taiwan?
yeah.
Gigs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I never went to.
Yeah. Well, they have those. And there's like games and stuff, and I don't know. And there's a gym, and there's Anyway, that's what I was envisioning
Yeah.
when you said podcast at a rec center.
Yeah.
But so Vyas, you're a comedian.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of Jim, I had a neighbor named Jim.
Jim?
Yeah, his name was Jim.
Tell me about Jim.
Jim, I'll tell you about Jim. Jim was 32,
Okay.
and I was 8,
Uh-huh.
and we played basketball together.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he was a little challenged.
He was special?
I think so. I'm not sure,
What did he have?
but I don't know.
Just a little slow?
I don't know. I was 8. I didn't know what he was.
How old was Jim? 30, at the time,
Yeah,
he was 32,
yeah,
you were
yeah.
8?
Mhm. Mm-hmm. And we
You
played sports together.
So you played basketball with a special needs man named Jim?
Yeah, every day after school.
Did your
And
parents
then-
know about this?
Well, that's where the story's going.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
and then one day my mom looked into the neighbor's window, and he like flicked my mom off. And my mom's like, I think he might be a weirdo. So she's like, you got to stop hanging out with the grown up elder man who wants to play sports with me.
What did Down syndrome, you think, or just a
I
little
don't
slow?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Were you upset when your mom wouldn't let you play with Jim anymore?
Yeah, I wanted to fuck him. I was leading up to that. I was trying to warm it up and get in there, but my mom fucking cock blocked. First cock block of my life, dude. Hasn't been better since, dude. Like, what a bitch.
Yeah, dude. Your mom sucks.
Yeah, moms ruin everything.
She should have let you fuck Jim.
Yeah, Jim. Yeah.
Or
Maybe I needed to go to the gym.
Or you want Jim to...
Maybe Jim
Do
wasn't
you want
there.
Jim to fuck you or Jim...
Did I want Jim to fuck me?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to be the 1 or 0?
Oh. I wanted to be the one. I wanted to get in on Jim. Dude. I wanted to like mount.
I think, yeah, it's better. Jim.
Mm-hmm.
Go to the gym
That's who I
with
was.
Jim. That's who you were?
Yeah,
Is that
that's
to
me. Yeah.
shape your personality today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've matured, you know. I
Yeah.
was a wild buck.
Yeah.
Wild young buck. The
Young,
strapping
very
young age at 8 years old.
Now you hook up with special needs adults. As an adult.
Mm-hmm.
You single? You are single. I know you're single.
Yeah, I'm single. Like, you're very single.
Yeah.
It's because I say shit.
You and
Like,
Jim broke up.
Jim. Just fucking mom.
What's that?
Nothing.
Fucking mom.
I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
you, mom. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I love your mom too. David, are you single?
Pretty much.
Pretty much?
Something like that.
Okay. You got a little situationship?
A few.
A few.
Yeah, they're all in Europe though, so it's kind of a pain in the ass.
Oh yeah. That's an expensive hang.
Oh yeah,
Interesting.
a little too expensive.
Yeah. Yeah, Vyas and
He's a high value man.
high status.
High
status,
Have you heard the term alpha male?
Yes.
That's me.
Take a picture there.
I'm actually double alpha.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're rare.
Double alpha?
Mm-hmm.
What's that mean?
Hey, Jim. Double.
Autistic and alpha?
Yeah. They attract everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Where do you think Jim is today? That was probably
Right
very-
next to my house.
That,
He hasn't
he
moved.
hasn't moved. That was 20 years ago. So Jim's in his 50s. If he's
Yeah. He
still
looks
alive.
kind of the same.
You keep up with him?
No, but he's my neighbor. If I go home, I can see who.
Oh,
My parents' house
yeah. Where's your parents' house?
in California.
California.
Yeah,
Okay.
Cupertino.
Nice.
You guys know that.
That's where you're from.
Yeah.
Cupertino, California. Yeah, it's from Cupertino, California.
And any watermelon every podcast is over
I
here.
think this is a horrible idea. This interview is taking the weirdest cadence I've ever had on the show. I didn't know what to expect. I'm just not really, you know.
I'm like it now.
Yeah, it's good. So, tell me how you know David. Did you spill watermelon on your chest? Don't wipe it up with my microphone.
No, the mic. I still don't know.
You spill watermelon on the microphone?
Right on that. Right on. It's clean now.
I don't even know if it's picking up what you're saying.
Oh wait, it's clean. It's clean now.
Water.
How do I know David? Let's go back to that.
David's not a comedian.
Definitely not. We got busted breaking into the football stadium in college.
Whoa. What was that about?
Vyas couldn't climb the dang bleachers to escape.
why were you breaking into the football stadium?
What else are you gonna do on a Wednesday night in College Station?
In Texas A&M. Yes. Was Johnny Manziel there at the time?
Yep.
Ah,
That was the
Johnny
days.
football.
Johnny football. That was a fun time.
Mm-hmm.
So what was your plan? Break in and just like walk around the field and stuff?
Yeah, we wanted to explore all the private booths because they just leave the doors open.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, oh, let's go see the TV announcers booth. And we just walked up to the top and saw the whole field and shit from the TV announcers booth.
Yeah.
That was the thing. We were up there, me and some other friends, and Vyas was like trying to find us. And we were up at the top, and we're like, yo, come to the football field. And then he broke in a different way that we went in.
Okay.
There was not a lot
I had
of
a flamethrower.
Yeah.
I used my flamethrower to get inside.
To get inside?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
How does a flamethrower help you
And
get
kill
through
the
the door?
security guards.
He ran out of gas, though.
And you walk inside. You gotta hit him.
Shoot. You burn them alive
That's correct.
and then take their keys.
The teeth? Yeah.
Keys.
Oh,
And
keys
teeth.
and teeth. You gotta get some.
Because I think once you torch their flesh off,
It's like an MMORPG. You steal.
like their keys would still be not burned.
Yeah.
You gotta cool them down after
Yep.
their teeth.
Yep. You take the keys. There was no lock to open, but you take it anyway. You go home and you fuck their wives afterwards.
There's no door or lock.
Yeah.
There's just a guy
In fact,
sitting there.
they're not even paying attention. You could have just walked in, but it's better.
It's better.
It's more fun.
It's better to burn them alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't want them to tell
Yeah.
anyone.
Yeah.
Right.
That can be bad. You might have to
Yeah.
wait a while.
Mm-hmm.
That's the power of the Texas A&M, whatever
I mean,
cops have.
you were molested by Jim.
Molested?
No, your mom stopped you before it happened.
Before I tried to make it happen.
Before you
Before I
tried.
molested. Yeah.
Right.
He's
I mean,
a
I think
predator.
you're
I'm the
entitled
predator.
to burn a security guard if
Yeah.
that happened in your childhood.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel like that? Like, I don't know.
Entitled to terrible things.
Right. If you have like an awful thing
I
happen
am.
to you, like you can do awful things.
I think I'm entitled to say terrible things.
Yeah. Of course. What's the worst thing you've ever said?
I think that's a good question. I don't know. What's the worst thing you said?
I don't know. I think I said I like Christopher Nolan at one point.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah.
Dude,
Oh.
you should delete this.
Yeah. This is gonna end your career one day.
Is that bad? I hate that I ever said that. I don't like Christopher Nolan anymore.
Did you watch Oppenheimer?
Yeah.
When did it change?
I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Actually, I did. Have you guys seen Oppenheimer?
No.
Say
Mhm.
Oppenheimer?
Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer?
Yeah, he said Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer. It's like what the Midwest would say. People in the Midwest say Open.
Can't trust anyone from the Midwest.
Yeah, I'm from the Midwest.
Case in point.
Yeah. God damn it, I'm still a watermelon. That's not the worst thing I've ever said. I don't know. But Christopher Nolan, I don't like it because I like his movies when I first see them, and then it's proven to me that they're shit afterwards. Like people will point out things to me that are and that this girl I'm talking to pointed out all of the flaws in the Christopher Nolan movie.
Yeah.
And
Which one?
Oppenheimer.
What were the flaws?
Okay, let me see if I remember. So, it's a fast-paced movie.
Would you watch the same movie?
The scenes cut very quickly,
Okay.
but none of the characters are really that developed. And it's very bold. The Christopher Nolans are all like huge score, like really loud. And in Oppenheimer, it's so loud you can't even really hear the dialogue in some parts. But the characters aren't developed, and it's kind of up its own ass with like the dialogue. Like you notice how like they'd have lines where it'd say, "What can you expect from theory alone?" And then they would redo that line later on, like 10 years later. Like, yeah, I'm sure Oppenheimer's going to say that same line in this just to tie it together. It was like they were trying to be too cute with the screenplay writing, and like I don't know.
I have
This it was just so grandiose in its own. It got caught up in its own bigness of like we're making an important movie, so it's got to.
I didn't see Dopenheimer. I haven't seen it. I've never seen it.
Doppelganger.
Copenhagen.
Copenhagen.
Bitch tongue. Okay, anyways, I didn't see it.
Strip on the Barbie.
But I felt like Memento. I
haven't seen it.
You didn't see it?
Can't comment on it.
I saw that one.
Stop talking. Can't talk about
Memento.
I'm just kidding. Say no.
You
Yeah,
seen
go
it?
ahead. Huh?
You never seen it though.
No.
Okay. Memento. Won't spend too long. So if you haven't seen it, you should just
Kill yourself.
Yeah. But what was interesting is in that movie, I felt like it was kind of hard to follow,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like the first time watching the ramen, like it's almost impossible to even follow if you don't know what's going on. So you kind of need to know what the movie structure is to even really have a chance of following.
Yeah.
But I liked why he did what he did. So it's about a guy who has short-term memory loss.
Okay.
And so
It's like told through his perspective too.
it's told through his perspective.
So it's that's why it's so disjointed.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't remember shit.
Yeah, so he has tattoos all of his arms telling him what he's supposed to remember for the next day.
Okay.
He wakes up and he reads the tattoos and like all this shit's going on. Every day he wakes up the same. It's like, what the fuck's going on?
Why did you just write it on a piece of paper?
Because that needs to be on him. Because
because he'll wake up in random fucking places and he keeps losing shit because he doesn't remember.
Yeah, he doesn't remember. So he doesn't know if he needs to.
It sounds like.
But anyway, the reason I like the story structure is that the reason, so he does things in reverse order and from the forward order. So there's like the story structure is like the starting and the ending of the chronologic timeline, or the starts of the movie, and then it goes towards the center of the timeline. And the reason why it's like that is because whatever's going in reverse helps you feel the way he feels on memory loss, because you don't know what's happening that day.
Okay.
So I like the reasoning behind it, but it's just so confusing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think he makes his movies deliberately confusing because of how bad they are?
I don't know if
You can't say it's bad if you don't understand it.
I don't know. I enjoyed Batman versus Wolverine Ultimate Magician Showdown. That one was pretty fun.
Christopher Nolan did that?
Yeah. Did you see that one?
Batman versus Wolverine.
Ultimate Magician Showdown.
That's the name of a movie?
Well,
Is Batman a magician?
That was like one of the early names. It's they changed it to The Prestige.
Oh. Dude, just say The Prestige. That's what The Prestige was called?
Well, yeah, because they casted Wolverine to fight Batman in a magician showdown. That was the whole point of the. And then my favorite part was David Bowie being Nikola Tesla with zapping electricity. That was fun.
I like that movie. They had the Illusionist.
Prestige actually did like.
They did the Illusionist the same year, which was like.
Yeah.
Magic was big in that year.
Was that when David Blaine was born?
That was when David Blaine was born?
I'm asking.
No.
It was like 10 years ago. David Blaine's 10 years old.
As a child.
It was riveting.
It's a magic trick. He aged really quick.
No, not the not the human, the cultural icon.
Oh.
David, I don't know. What?
When did David Blaine
No, I think he was
become
already
famous?
kind of famous.
He was already famous?
Yeah.
Oh, when he was born into fame.
Yeah.
Not when he was a baby.
I think he got famous in 1927.
Mm.
His first big break.
You guys, you crushed that watermelon, dude.
Yeah.
You like watermelon a lot?
Yeah. It's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no air conditioning in this room. We're gonna cook ourselves.
Yeah.
So Vyas,
Yeah.
do you want to quit comedy?
Yeah, I think I will do it again this week.
Quit again?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I'm big on quitting.
Me too.
Yeah.
How many times have you tried to quit?
I think since the most recent one, 13 times.
Mm. Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's why I do comedy, is to quit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it feels good to
It
quit
feels-
something.
Oh, it's so good.
Just be like, I'm never
Yeah,
doing that again.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah, I think that's kind of the point of life, is to do things and give up. You know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because like death is the ultimate.
Yeah, we're all kind of gonna quit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
let's get practice.
Right. Yeah. Dude, this is it's a true sad story.
Yeah.
So there's a guy,
That's sad.
yeah, very sad dude. He, you know the little courtyard down here, that you saw? There's like just past the R door, there's like a fountain and stuff.
Yeah.
And there was this guy that tended to the fountain, the koi pond, the garden and stuff. He was kind of an odd guy, and we'd see him and talk to him every once in a while as leaving, and he was fine. He was, talked to us for a little longer than, we'd want to talk maybe, but we'd leave. And so anyway, a couple days ago, there's a candlelight vigil by the fountain,
Yeah.
and it's like, we missed you, rest in peace, all this. This guy died.
He just died.
Yeah.
How old
He
is
was
he?
like 30s. He was
Oh
like,
shit.
yeah. I think he killed himself, dude.
Yeah, we need to.
I don't even know this guy. I don't.
Yeah.
It's not funny, but
It's nice to see you walking today.
what do you mean?
You know, it's not. There's no. We're still here.
Yeah. Oh, like it's a blessing that we're not dead like him.
Blessing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he.
That's crazy.
I think. Yeah. I told Alexis that we should have stayed and talked to him a little longer. I don't know, 'cause we don't know how it happened. But
They didn't say anything.
no, I mean, I really have a strong hunch of suicide, but I don't know. Trip me out.
Yeah, people just start dropping off.
Yeah, just quitting. Just quitting.
Just little by little.
You guys ever thought about
Quitting?
killing yourself?
Who doesn't?
It's the name of the show.
Yeah. I, you go ahead.
Albert Camus says it's one of the only logical things you can.
Yeah.
The other one's just be a rebel. So,
Those are the two life paths.
Yeah, those are
Kill
the only
yourself?
options. Well, those are the only logical options.
Be a rebel. Can you expand on that? What does that mean?
Rebel against the absurdity
Okay.
and just keep on living despite
So,
the meaningless and all.
yeah.
Because his whole philosophy was about absurdism, and there's like a core absurdity that humans are so like naturally driven to find purpose in their lives, and there doesn't seem to be any material purpose to anything to find. The deeper we look, the less we find.
Right.
Right. So there's that like absurdity of a life cursed to look for meaning where there's none to be found.
Mm-hmm.
And so the only logical options are to exit from that meaningless life or to rebel against the meaningless and find your own purpose anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, have you heard the myth of syphilis?
It's a classic Camus.
Yeah, I don't think syphilis is real.
Yeah, you
It's
don't
a
think so?
myth.
No? It's a myth. Yeah. Yeah.
So
There's no condoms needed.
No, but we don't need a
Yeah.
condom. Syphilis is a myth.
Myth of syphilis.
yeah.
Yeah.
Syphilis?
Yeah. The
The
myth of gonorrhea.
No. The myth of-
There's just myths of all the STDs. They're all the myth of baby making.
No, they should
Let me
write.
use the
They should write Greek mythology about each of the STDs.
Yeah.
It so goddess.
You know they used to treat syphilis with mercury?
Really?
They
No.
just dump it on your junk.
Did it work?
I don't know.
That's why they still do it. I got a mercury dumping last week. Actually.
What about the myth of syphilis? Is it
Sisyphus.
syphilis?
Sissy fist.
Sisyphus.
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 Yeah, Sisyphus.
The myth.
A bucket
The myth of your little sister's fist.
Yeah.
Of
Of your butt.
Yeah.
I'll finish the sentence. Yeah, I'll do it.
Sisyphus. I think it's, where is it for real? Sisyphus?
Sisyphus.
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 The guy that pushes the rock up the hill.
Mm-hmm.
The gods.
Yeah.
What about it?
It's absurd.
Yeah.
It's like, why, dude, it's fucking, the rock's coming down. Don't do
Well, I
it.
think you're being punished, right?
Yeah, but then he's just like, fuck, I got it.
You know what he's been punished for?
Mm-mm.
He cheated death. He was supposed to die, and then he left the underworld and went back home, and they're like,
Now you're gonna have a shit experience.
Yeah, now we'll roll this rock up forever.
Isn't that a human experience?
Yep, he's happy on the way down.
Profound.
Dude, thank God for death.
I do.
Could you imagine
If we just did die?
That would be horrifying.
I don't actually want to die.
You don't want to die at all?
Mm-mm. If you give me a pill right now,
To live forever?
I would take it.
What if you've been flying into oblivion space and you're just alone forever? That's like what's gonna happen at some
And he
point.
did-
Oh, that's a good point. I never
Like
thought
at
of
some
that.
point you're
Like,
just gonna be chilling here.
I would
if the
only.
sun
Yeah.
goes out and then you're just
Yeah.
like,
It's forever. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not a million years.
I would only take the pill if I also had the option to bail at any point.
If I had
That's
the
a
option
great
to
point.
bail, it would be like 12
Never
minutes.
mind like the heat death of the
Wait,
universe.
I don't want to be here right now.
yeah, what was that suicide method you thought of? The-
If you could just do, if
Can you do this for 5 seconds? It'd be
for
like,
12 seconds, then most people would be dead.
yeah. Mm.
Yeah.
What if you just respawn at your last checkpoint?
What checkpoint?
If you died and then you just respawned at your last checkpoint.
Yeah. Well, so what are life checkpoints? So you're saying like a video game, right? So
Right,
like,
right.
What yeah.
I don't know.
A checkpoint implies there's a point to it.
They turned
because
off
there's
my
a-
HUD.
There's like you're going somewhere, a destination. So
Well, the point is just point.
a point. So maybe the last apartment you're at.
Every time you open the refrigerator, that's a checkpoint.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
So we got a
Fridge.
checkpoint here. We
Yeah.
have the watermelon.
Yeah. I don't.
Oh my god.
Dude, watermelon sucks, dude. Like,
Whoa!
Those water.
Why did you
dude.
suggest watermelon today?
I didn't. You brought this as like a gift.
Yeah.
Indeed.
It's a Harlem tradition. It's a grand old.
A sacrifice.
Yes, you have to kill a child.
Yeah, you were holding the watermelon with 2 hands coming up this. It's like syphilis coming up the fucking steps with the.
Yeah.
It's all coming together. So, Eric, your name's David.
It shouldn't be too hard for you to remember that.
Yeah. So, Eric, how's it going? David.
Yo.
It's my own name. It's fucking. Yeah. Oh no! It stopped recording.
Oh no.
Oh, since when?
I don't know.
All right. Well,
What, do you guys remember what everyone said in the last 3?
no, we got most of it. I think
Okay.
it'll just be pain in the ass to edit.
Yeah.
Dude, just run it through the Adobe AI and call it good.
Okay.
Should we go get more watermelon?
No. No. I don't want more watermelon. Well. So, what do you guys think of these knickknacks here?
I like the bird.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Jim.
Jim loved birds. You were loved birds. And don't kiss my bird.
It's too late. Whoa. You just took it and fucking... Is that who you are?
That's who I am. You want me to kiss the bird?
Yeah, treat it like
Whoa.
a gentleman. Yeah.
No, fuck this bird.
I like the dino.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what the-
Yeah, this
Oh,
is
the
a
dino.
dino water bottle. I got it at the science building.
Science
I've heard of science.
You've heard of the science building?
Dude, I'm big on science.
Buil-
Yeah.
Yeah.
The buildings.
The
yeah.
buildings,
Yeah.
the science buildings. It was like a children's museum.
Yeah.
I went on a date there.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
How old was she?
Uh,
Or he?
why? Is that like a kid's thing?
You got? I don't know.
She was friends with Jim, so she.
I don't know. Last time I went to a children's museum on a date.
No, it was.
He met her at the museum.
It was, yeah. Yeah.
She was on a field trip.
You won this dino bottle?
That's all that's left.
That's horrible.
But I really liked her, so I kept it.
It's very kind of you.
Brings back the
These
memories.
are good memories.
Yeah. Yeah. So. No, but Science Museum. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What was your favorite science there?
Probably the there was a giant blow up whale.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then there was a section of the whale's spine that they had on display.
Yeah.
And the single section of spine was like as big as the watermelon. So that was pretty legit. They had the world's biggest IMAX dome type screen. What do they call those? Astronomy type thing where they displayed like it simulated like you were on another planet.
There's a word for that.
Planetarium?
Yeah.
Planetarium. There we go, Vyas. That's why.
Mr. Science.
Yeah.
I'm big on science.
Big on science.
Yeah.
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 I know all of the sciences.
There was a lecture on if there's life in our solar system, and
Yeah,
sat there for 30 minutes.
There obviously is, though.
Well, they think there might be on some of
Where?
the moons.
I'm life. In our
Oh,
solar system.
us. Well, besides us,
Besides,
no life.
This isn't
Besides-
interesting enough.
there's no life. Besides.
besides us three.
Yeah, we're
all
the
of
only.
us fucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's life.
You think there's life, intelligent life on other planets?
Define intelligent.
Smarter than. Yeah.
They have to pass.
Smarter than a dog.
They have to pass the IQ test.
Okay.
They have to pass the IQ test.
Yeah.
What is passing? 100.
Yeah.
So that they get better than average human.
Smarter than Jim.
Yeah.
Are there? You believe in aliens?
I mean, out there,
Yeah.
like I think there's so much universe.
Uh-huh.
There's got to be other life.
Yeah, you'd think.
Yeah, I'm pretty.
We've only been
Like-
like sending signals into space for how many years?
The SETI project thing? Search for
No,
extraterrestrial info?
any kind of radio
60s?
broadcasting. 50s, 60s.
Something like that.
Less than 100 years. So we got a radius of 100 light years max into space that we can see. Our galaxy itself is, I don't know, several. Let me look that up. We haven't. It's like looking for a single grain of sand in the entire planet, and you've searched a whole grain of sand's worth.
Okay. That's all we've searched so far.
Yeah, of just our own galaxy.
And then all there are to search is like all the beaches on the world?
No. All there are to search is like the universe is infinite as far as we know.
I don't think the universe is infinite though. I
You
saw a
don't?
Netflix documentary. It said it's likely that there's a bound to it, and it's spherical. So there's like it's expanding, but
Do you think aliens are hot?
105,700 light
Maybe.
years. We'll need 100,000 years of radio broadcast to reach the entire Milky Way.
that's it.
100,000 years?
That's it. No. Yeah, that's not that much. Wow. No, I meant that's only how far we'd be after 100,000 years is the edge of the Milky Way.
Yeah, 100,000 years of constant broadcast, and we've reached the edge of the Milky Way. Never mind the next galaxy.
That means we've like sent radio waves to every like.
Yeah, that's the diameter, and we're on one of the edges, so that would be how long it takes to reach the other edge. It'd take only 50,000 years to reach the center of the galaxy. That's pretty chill.
100,000 years.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot. That's
what
like
were we up to 100,000 years ago?
Joe Biden was born.
Yeah.
Or Bernie Sanders.
We should just ask him.
Yeah.
So. Joe.
What's up, dude?
So what's good? Dead ass.
You ever been attracted to
Oh yeah.
anything outside of your species?
Those Star Wars chicks are pretty hot.
Yeah, that was actually my first.
Ooh.
I remember.
The Twi'leks.
Yeah, the ones with.
Wait, okay.
It's like hair, but also part of their.
It's just like with the two tentacle hair thingies.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Okay, so the first woman I ever like had the impulse to whatever hug impulse. That's what
Hug
it was.
impulse. Okay.
Vigorous hugs. That's what I wanted to do. Vicious, vigorous hugs. And I watched Star Wars when I was like 6. I was still in my apartment. And Jabba the Hutt, like.
Jabba the Hutt?
I think he ate one of those ladies. You know what I'm talking about?
No, did he?
I don't remember. But
No. He dropped it into the Bantha pit, and the Bantha pit ate.
One of the
But was it? I don't know if it was one of the ladies or if it was. No, it was one of the pig guards.
Maybe
the pig guards.
You wanted to hug the pig guard?
Maybe I wanted a pig guard. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was
the ladies were dancing in the cantina.
I think it was the lady.
Okay.
Because I think one of the ladies, something happened to one of the ladies. But I was like,
Probably.
no, I wanted to hug her. Now
that was a long time ago. Return of the Jedi, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was early 80s.
That's still my fantasy.
To hug a
Hug a
Jabba Palace
Jabba Palace.
ho.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
They don't like that anymore.
Hose?
Yeah, they don't like Jabba Palace ho. That was the old term.
Jabba Palace ho?
Yeah.
Now they're just called
hoes.
ho.
They're just like hoes. We don't do the Jabba Palace.
Yeah.
No, because Jabba is dead.
Oh, yeah.
R.I.P.
Leia strangled him.
Yeah.
With that chain there.
Yeah.
That is a sad act of terrorism.
Yeah. I was once attracted to Nala from Lion King.
Oh, dude.
Oh.
No,
Dude, a lot of guys were, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Dude.
I could feel the look.
Kid, yeah. I was like, whoa, Disney animators, like, just. She gave that look. She just like, it was like the fuck me look.
Yeah.
I was like, dude,
Yeah.
what the fuck? And Simba's like, what the?
Oh, hell yeah.
Is that kind of weird? Simba was just out there eating bugs for so long, just not getting laid and fine with it. Like, didn't you think he'd be a little pent up? Like,
I think if you're not tempted, like there's no female lions around, you might like fuck a monkey or something.
Well, no, he didn't have any like
would it be like
social media or
Just
other lions to compare
frustrated
himself
all the
to?
time?
Yeah.
Like, he was like happy.
Yeah. He didn't have like Instagram.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, so he was okay. He was okay.
he was fine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Instagram. Yeah, that's kind of torture.
The gram.
The gram,
Yeah.
as we say. Yeah.
Gram has changed meanings over the years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did your guys' Instagram algorithm show you girls?
Girls?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I only get drone videos.
Drone videos.
I get nature videos, and I used to have girls.
Me too, dude.
I used to, but then I like
I'm
cleaned it out.
reformed.
The problem is my Explore page still has girls all over it
Because they know.
because they know that
They
I
know-
was.
They know who
looking
you
like
really
that.
are.
Yeah,
dude.
like, yeah. They're like, get back to that. Get back to that.
Like, he hasn't looked at this in
Yeah.
months, but
Yeah. Yeah.
we know.
We know.
I still get a little on my main
Main
thing.
feed?
Yeah, but it used to be like just clogged with like
Yeah.
I was just like, yeah, I'll follow it. Yeah, I was in a phase of like, this is a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
She like, you know,
Yeah.
not like all slutty, you know, but there's some models and stuff on there.
Yeah.
And but it got out of hand, you know.
The only problem is this is crazy to say, but I was actually having sex with none of them.
No.
That was the only problem with it.
What?
Not a single one of them. A lot of people were surprised by that. A lot of people think I was jamming it, stuffing it.
Yeah.
You know, stuffing it down.
Not even once?
That's what they do. They stuff it. But I wasn't.
What?
That's
Stuff it down?
yeah. You put the penis, you stuff it. I think that's how you do it, right?
Like a handkerchief and
Like a handkerchief. Yeah. Yeah.
Jam it in there.
Yeah, jam it in
This
there.
is.
I have a kid. It's kind of flimsy, mine. So
And then
I have to like put it.
And she's dead.
This compliment.
That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. So drone videos. Davey, tell us about drone videos.
Drone videos. You know,
This is
what?
your job, right?
Kind of. It's my occupation.
It's a job.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah. The drones don't like to fly. It's a huge battle with physics. But you put on the goggles, and then your consciousness is now inside the drone. It's not at all like playing a video game or controlling like the regular ones. You are wherever the drone is. Yeah.
Oh, you gotta put the mic up.
Oh yeah, you got all your degrees of freedom. You can flip upside down. You can fly 120 miles an hour through gaps and
so your
shit.
consciousness is in the headset.
No, I put on the headset, and you know how like you have a sense of your current location as your consciousness. Like I'm here. Usually it's centered in your head or in your chest or something.
Yeah.
It's like astral projection. You know, like I'm like, I want to go check out that thing over there. So I'm like, and then I'm over there, and I'm inside where the drone. And it's like, you know, you watch like Last Airbender.
No.
Oh, okay, well, that's not helpful.
So this the first one.
His first Airbender? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this kid Aang, he goes into the
third
spirit world.
That was the last one. That was
That was the last one.
There was no more.
Yeah, that was the last one.
I watched the next year. God damn it! All right.
Yeah. So you sit down, your body's over there, but you're wherever you're flying. It's pretty dope.
So it feels like that. It
Yeah,
feels like
genuinely.
you're flying.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah. It's dope.
that
Yeah.
sounds sweet.
He showed some videos yesterday. It was pretty. It should be more popular than it is.
Right?
Yeah.
But
It's like exploring
So
an
if-
area. Like
If you're just chilling and you want to see what the top of the mountain is, like a mile and a half away, you don't got time to walk all the way up there. It's like 2,000 feet of elevation.
Right.
So you just go, and then you get a fucking mountain surf the whole way down. It's dope. You go like, when you're free falling down, you get crazy speed.
Yeah.
Like, cause you can also throttle into the dive. And so you could probably hit over 150, 160 miles an hour just
holy
with free
shit.
fall and just blasting it straight down.
Holy shit!
Yeah, it's crazy.
Now even watching drone videos, it doesn't get the same effect.
No, it's nothing like putting the goggles on and flying because you have 100% control.
Is this like a pretty big hobby for people to enjoy the experience of drone flying versus just like I know drone?
Yeah.
I just assumed it was only for like getting cool footage and like kind of like photography or whatever.
I mean, so there's a couple different spaces in the FPV world. There's like the cinematic FPV, which is like what you're talking about, getting sick footage, all of that stuff. Then there's the other two big ones are like freestyle droning and racing.
Okay.
So freestyle is all about doing crazy flips and impossible tricks. You'll like go upside down, fly backwards through like a gap, and then flip out the window, and it's absolute crazy shit. Like people are hitting gaps this big, doing backflips through them at like 80 miles an hour. It's insane.
Do people break their drones?
Constantly, absolutely.
by
Like,
fucking up those
yeah,
things?
because that's the only way you can like get that good is just like smashing a bunch of drones. So it's like you fly, you crash, you build, you repeat. It's
Yeah.
endless cycle. You go through so many drone parts.
It's like comedy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it costs a lot more to crash and
it
bomb.
costs a lot less emotional
Yeah.
turmoil.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's just financial turmoil.
Yeah, you just hate yourself.
Yeah. And the racers are insane. They go like, there's like gates and stuff, and you have a course that you go and you do like 3 laps as fast as you can. I did some drone racing in Bulgaria last year, a little series, and then I was stoked when I got like a 30-second lap, and Guy in first is doing 8-second laps. So he's lapping me 3 times in the time it takes me to get through 1 lap.
8 seconds?
Yeah.
How big is this track? What is the track like?
The track's probably like half a football field.
Okay.
And there's like just a bunch of like paper fabric gates, and then you just have to fly them in a specific order. There's flags you got to like slalom. There's sometimes they have really big structures that you got to do like dives and like loops through it. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Nice.
Yeah, you should check it out on the internet. Like Drone Racing League, they put
Do you
all
have stuff on your Instagram with drone?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
everything? Okay.
Yeah.
Check out
DinoDave.fpv.
Eric's Instagram. Dave's.
Yeah.
Dino Dave.
That's what it's called?
Yeah.
Dude, so you like dinosaurs for real?
Yeah, check it. Dino Dave FPV. I got the stickers.
Dave FPV.
Yeah. Dave is short for Eric.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Eric.
Dino Dave FPV.
That's cool shit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That makes me want to try flying a drone just for the experience of it.
You should. You gotta put some time in the simulator first.
Okay. Is it like similar feeling of like a roller coaster?
You don't get the butterflies in your stomach
Right.
because you don't. That's from like the actual G forces.
Right.
It does kind of feel like it. It's really its own thing.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain. Yeah, it's really fun to like follow. Like I've did drifting events where you like the car, like drift cars are going crazy, spit out smoke, and you're just like ripping it. They don't give a fuck like how close you get, so you can bang into the cars and everything. And so like you're like right up on their tire while they're ripping around. It's sick. And then I droned a bunch of like base jumpers.
Oh, really?
Out in Switzerland. That was fucking insane.
Is that where your girls are at?
I don't have any in Switzerland.
Okay.
But yeah, they're like 2,000 foot cliffs, right? And so like I just ran into a couple of them at the hostel, and they're like, "Yo, we're base jumpers. Let's go drone us tomorrow." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." So I went up with them to the top of the with like up the gondola to the top of the cliff, and you're just like 2,000 feet straight down, and they're all like suiting up on their suits, and they're like, "All right, 3, 2, 1, see ya." Like I'm just ripping down full speed.
So these base jumpers in Switzerland, is there any like safety regulations or anything?
Yeah, so there's like the Swiss Base Association, and they have a lot of rules you got to follow. One of the big ones is that there's a helicopter service, Air Glacier, that's always doing rides through the valley. So anytime you want to jump, you got to call up the helicopter Air Glacier and say, "Yo, I'm about to jump. Are the skies clear?" And then they'll be like, "We got a helicopter coming, wait 5 minutes," or "Yeah, you're good to go. You got 2 minutes to jump." And then so you coordinate with the helicopter guys, and that's pretty much the only thing.
Really?
Yeah.
So they don't check if like your chute's packed?
That's on you.
That's on you.
Yeah, yeah.
How many people die in the Switzerland?
In
everybody
Switzerland?
sees those
Yeah.
videos, I'm sure. But how many
So
people
there's
die?
I don't know how many people die specifically in Switzerland, but they have a what's called the base fatality list. So it is a list of everyone who's known to have died during a base jump.
Okay, how many?
It's the number's at like 450, 460 right now.
Well, that's not that high, considering.
Of like, there's probably like maybe a couple thousand people, if that, who actually do it. So percentage-wise, it's pretty high.
Yeah, percentage basis.
Yeah, but it's not. It's yeah.
They do multiple jumps too. So it's
they do like hundreds of jumps. Yeah.
So what are these people like? Like you never did a base jump.
No. It's these people are pretty cool. They're obviously they're very like high energy, big on the stoke, and a lot of them are just like they do skydiving for their work, so they like do skydiving instructing, so they just like love the aerials about it.
Yeah.
It's like it's a pretty diverse community. I got invited to a party they do in Moab, and that was straight up like out of Mad Max. It was crazy.
Really?
They had like a flamethrower and DJ set, and they had a giant bonfire in the middle of the party. It was like, yeah, Burning Man meets Mad Max. It was that's kind of the vibe. It's pretty fun.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
They have very, very little concern for death, that's for sure.
Yeah. Wow.
They're always making jokes about dying as they're about to jump off the cliff. It's so dark.
Vyas, would you ever base jump?
Yeah, I if I base jump, I'll do it with like no practice and like no parachute.
They call that death camp.
I might do it next week. I think I'm ready for the base jump.
Yeah.
Who's
you
down?
just go right now off the Empire State Building or something.
Yeah, get some good footage before.
Yeah, drone it. Could you theoretically, if somebody,
Yeah.
if somebody's gonna kill themselves, could you like,
Excuse me?
I could get some
Dude, no,
sick
I'm
footage
not-
of that. Yeah, for sure.
you could
Listen.
follow their body like,
Yeah, all the way down.
and then just like pull
Yeah,
up
yeah.
at the last minute,
Yeah, I'm not killing a drone. No way. Shit's expensive.
Yeah.
send it to their family.
But it comes to humans. When it comes to humans, it's a logical thing to do. But not with drones. Like the myth of syphilis.
Right. Yeah. Or doppelganger.
Doppelgangers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude. I went skydiving once.
How was it?
It was good, man. It was crazy. I went with a guy named Paolo. I did a tandem jump, so I was strapped to him. Paolo from Ecuador. It was this janky skydiving place in northern Michigan. The guy didn't speak English, so it was very like he packed the chute like everybody. I don't know. It was very like on your own type stuff, and it was this little plane, this little single propeller plane that they took up, and yeah, I remember jumping out, and the guy was like, "Do you want to do a tumble forwards?" And I said, "Yeah." So he said it in Spanish, something like that.
Hey, tumble forward. Eh?
He said, "You want to tumble?"
It's like an Asian guy. Hey, tumble forward.
It's the language that ain't English, Spanish, right?
The tumble. You want to do it all the time. Bitch boy. That's what he said. That's
exactly.
That's
It's a perfect replica of what. I don't know if he asked me, to be honest, but we did.
Said something.
I remember we were just like fell out and we rolled forward, and by the time I turned up, I like turned around, I like saw the plane and it was a speck, and it was like we'd only fallen a little bit. So I liked that we did that because I got perception of like how fast or far we had fallen.
Yeah.
And then when we leveled out, it was like Woody in Toy Story because like you're like I was trying to be like ah, and I couldn't make any noise. Like air's coming in your mouth so fast, so it was yeah.
Oh.
And I mean, aside from that, it wasn't that crazy. I think we fell for like 45 seconds, 60 seconds.
Did you make it?
No.
Damn, that's crazy.
I know, dude. Yeah, fucking dead.
Better luck next
Fucking
time.
died.
Yeah.
I'm not even here right now. I've thought my life was over since COVID, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't even.
You gotta
I think
redo
my
the
life was-
podcast, honestly.
Yeah, I killed myself. And now I'm doing this.
I did this after I killed myself.
I killed myself instead of doing this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was pretty good. I would like to do something like base jumping or bungee jumping though, because they say you get the ground rush.
Yeah,
You
the
can tell.
proximity.
Mm-hmm.
Way more exciting. Skydiving's boring.
What's the craziest thing you ever done, Vyas? Besides fuck Jim?
I never got
Dream
to.
of
Oh yeah, you never
Fucking
got
mom,
to. Oh
dude.
yeah, my bad.
What's the craziest thing I ever done? I put a peanut butter on banana before.
You monster.
Wild.
Let's see. Okay, what is actually the craziest thing I've done? I think for the time it was crazy because I was such a goody two shoe kid. We hotwired the golf cart in my high school, and we drove it around campus.
On a
And-
football field?
Yeah, and then we left campus. We drove around the neighborhood. We went to my house. We had pictures, and then we brought it back and we parked it. And we were okay. And then
That's crazy.
a week later, one of my friends didn't come for the previous one, so he's like, "I want to join." So he joined, and this time when we left when we were leaving the school in the school parking lot, there was like a truck with the lights on, and we're like, "What the fuck is this truck doing?"
Wow.
So we went to leave a little bit, and I was just like, "Let's get out of here. Let's just go home." And one of my friends was like, "Wait, the truck might leave," and so we waited. I was trying to convince him. So by the time we left, we went to the back of the school, and there was 12 cop cars waiting for us.
Did you get arrested?
Yeah, we got arrested. We got
You've been arrested?
yeah,
Dude,
yeah,
nice.
Yeah. And they tried to get us for Grand Theft Auto.
A golf cart?
Yeah. The judge was like, "What is this bullshit?" And then so we just did some slap on the wrist school, property respect school. A bunch of Mexican kids. It was great. They're like, "Yeah, fucking
Just
respect
Mexican,
proper.
you watch Mexican kids and you?
Yeah, it was.
Tight.
They were like, "What the fuck are these guys doing here?"
Yeah.
And we were like, "Don't mess with me," I say. That's what we said. And they killed us.
So you died too, dude.
Just like you.
We're not even here.
No, we shut the fuck up. We were like, we were wimpy ass fucking kids from Cupertino. We don't. Yeah.
Cupertino.
Yeah. And like, what was interesting was like, I really was surprised by this. It was like when it comes to like drugs and stuff like that, it was usually guys that were dealing and stuff like that. And then shoplifting, there were some girls, but everything that was violence, every instance was actually girls for that class. But like any
They have
like,
been sent there because they did something violent.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was because, yeah, like when guys get violent, they get sent somewhere else.
Yeah.
Like they don't get sent there.
Do you remember what any of them were in for specifically? The violent offenses from the women?
It was usually attacking another woman.
Attacking.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know the story behind it.
Yeah. You follow Mugshotties on Instagram?
Oh yeah, dude. Mugshotties is the best.
Mugshotties,
Yeah,
dude.
Mugshotties. Every
If
once
you
in a while,
know-
I'll share one on my story. I'm like,
Yeah.
Shotty's fucking hot.
My favorite thing about Mugshotties.
But recently they've been getting dark. Sorry. Here.
Yeah, they were getting pretty dark. Yeah. If you don't know about it, that's on Twitter or X. It's
X.
you can follow the X. Shout out, Elon.
Elon Musk, right?
Elon. Yeah. Yep.
It's doing pretty well.
Our Lord and
Yeah,
Savior.
everybody loves Elon. No, they don't. Yeah, mugshotties. They post a mugshot of a cute girl. There's like these smoke shows. Have you seen mugshotties?
Nah.
Yeah. They post mugshots of like this really cute girl, like all the cute. They're real mugshots, and they say what they're in for, and they always have done this fucking crazy shit.
Well,
like,
some of them are like it's a turn off because it's so crazy, like it's so horrifying.
yeah.
But like when it's like, oh, she like stole a thing and then got like some drug thing. I'm like, ah,
yeah.
it's a shoddy, dude. Like,
Yeah, my favorite thing is the replies to it.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
the
yeah.
guys they always put.
Dude, I'm gonna
There's
pull
like
up
a
one.
meme, and
Yeah,
it
yeah.
says there's like this one where there's like it's like Chinese Parliament or something, and they're all clamoring over the microphone, and it says "would" on the bottom. And then they post one of a football player that says "will clap."
Well, clap. Damn, these shotties. Hold on, let me see. Good fucking. There's so many good shotties.
Would.
This is not even a.
Dude, show
hold on,
David
this is
some-
not even a mug shotty. Look at this literally.
It's just it's a hot woman on the red carpet. Yeah, that's bullshit.
Look, this one's smiling. I love when they're smiling.
Yeah, dude, look at her. She
Look
got a
at
good
her.
sport. What was she in for?
What is she in for? Back to our girl with 11 mugshots, contempt of court, libel, and slander.
Nice.
See, that's
Sounds
hot.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's hot.
Yeah. Go to another one.
Yeah, let's go to another one.
Let's look at this dude.
Oh, this one's smiling also. Back again, third day. Oh, wait. What does she do? Okay. Both mugshots have the exact same charges. They are theft by unlawful taking, wanton endangerment, and fleeing or evading in a motor vehicle. Oh, I dated a girl who did that. But yeah,
Is that your ex? Dude, look at how cute she
I
is.
know, dude.
Aw.
Dude, like they should give the number out to like one lucky fucking, you know.
One lucky commenter.
Yeah, in jail, like. Yeah, dude.
Tattooed. She tattooed a 14-year-old by mistake.
Oopsie.
Oopsie.
DUI. DWI with blood alcohol content between 0.15 and 0.2. They're just great. They're just nice girls.
Yeah.
And they're happy about being
They're
arrested.
happy
They're
about-
like,
yeah.
I think I'm going to get on mugshotties.
Yeah, I'm gonna get on my.
Cheer up.
Dude.
Yeah. Crime. You ever been arrested, David?
Nah.
No?
Run
They have
too
a
fast.
Video of one. Sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
A video?
Yeah, a video.
Vyas algorithm's going to be back.
Oh,
This
no.
is probably why you get women on yours. Because
Oh,
you,
no,
you still
that's
follow mugshotties.
Yeah, but mugshotty, I can't stop.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you're only human, bro.
Yeah.
You can't mugshot.
Yeah, mugshotty is the best.
Yeah. So anyway, never been arrested. Trying to think of the. I thought I was going to be arrested. We were on our. I don't even know. It's a good story. I don't know.
We'll find out. Or we won't if you don't tell us.
I don't really know what I want to say.
I don't know either. Neither of us
You don't know what I'm going to say? Yeah. I might just keep that one to myself. I'm just kidding. Fine, I'll tell it.
Look at it for I just don't know. It's really hard for me to tell. The story is good, but I don't know the story.
Yeah. Sometimes I say things in my mind and I assume people know what I mean.
Oh, yeah, I do.
And they're just like, you do that all the time.
That's all I do.
Like, why are people relating?
In fact,
to me?
where's my glass of water? Actually, give me. Can I
Yeah, go ahead.
sip?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sipping.
All I was gonna say was we got pulled over on our way to spring break in college, and there was illegal drugs in the car.
Oh no.
Yeah. Actually, they're not illegal. They were illegal at the time, but Georgia State Trooper.
Yeah.
And he said there's 4 of us in the car. I was in the back seat, and he went up to the driver's side and he was like, "Where you guys headed?" We were like, "Daytona Beach for spring break." And he was like, "Oh, you got any drugs in the car? Any weapons?"
Yeah.
And we were like, "No." I was like, "Oh fuck!" I was like freaking out in the back because I'm a little bitch, you know. I was like, "Fuck, I don't know."
Yeah.
But my friends played it cool. They're like, "Ah ha ha," and he's like, "All right, well, step out of the car. I'm gonna go talk to your buddy."
Yeah.
So he talked to him and he asked him the same question. We didn't know what he was asking. And he came back over to the car. He peeked his head and he said, "All right, so your buddy, your buddy told me there's drugs in the car. He said you're holding it." And I was like, "We're so fucked."
Yeah.
And then my other friends were smart enough to laugh. They were like, all right, yeah, you know you did it. Like,
Yeah.
what'd you pull us over for? The windshield? He was like, "Yeah, you got a cracked windshield. You got to get that looked at. Make sure you get that checked when you get to Daytona. Have a nice
Yeah.
day." I was like, fuck. I was in the back, so like I would have blown it.
Yeah.
But thank God
Yeah. That happened. The same thing with us. We had a dead body in the back of our.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but we just laughed it off. So, it was cool. We're good now.
Whose body was it? Jim. It was.
Look, I didn't say it. Me and my mom. My mom was driving. She kept it cool.
She was still mad that he flipped him off.
Yeah.
She killed him.
Yeah. We kept the finger though.
Oh, yeah, she
Every day she kisses it on
and
her.
pleasures herself with it.
After she kisses it. I didn't.
Did she like suck the blood out of the back of it?
No, that'd be disgusting.
Yeah,
Why would she do something like that?
I agree. She's not an animal.
She's not an animal.
No, I mean it's Jim's
It's a
finger.
monster. Yeah, it's Jim's finger. Have some respect.
Jim.
Yeah. Damn, if Jim ever watched this, I think
I know, dude.
I'm
He
done.
probably wouldn't understand any of it.
Could not
I
pass
don't
the
think anybody
IQ test.
understands this. I don't know what this is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of fun, you know.
Yeah.
I was told this was a podcast.
Yeah, it's kind of,
Okay.
dude. I'm sick of doing this. Honestly, I don't know why. Do you ever feel?
Why don't you quit?
I can't quit.
No one's
I'm like,
making it.
yeah, I can't quit. We can't quit comedy or podcasting. I've thought about it many times. I tried to get Vyas to quit the other day. We were on the street in Queens, and he was walking. I was like, "Where are you going?" He was like, "QED." I was like, "Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?"
That's my uncle. He does that. That's just who he is.
He just barks. Yeah, I'm just kidding. I like podcasting. It's fun. It's fun. It's interesting. It's not interesting, but it's fun. I mean,
You guys are not interesting.
no, I'm not. I don't. You guys are. I mean, where do you get Jim stories and yeah,
We're like
comedy gold? It's fucking. This is it, man. This is
high good as it gets.
It's gonna be clipped up, go viral for Vyas's. Yeah.
Viral.
Viral Vyas.
Yes.
Viral.
Yeah.
Viral. Yeah.
Mural.
Mm-hmm. So, you ever tried stand up?
Yeah, once.
Once.
Yeah.
Destroyed.
How'd it go?
I got someone laughed at me out of pity.
Tight.
Yeah, I was like, I'll take it.
Yeah, that's all. That's all I.
Yeah, it's all you could ever hope for.
Yeah.
Yeah. I try to get as many pity laughs as possible.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The
Just say you're gonna
issue
kill
is
yourself.
we almost killed Vyas's dad doing that.
Oh,
it was
yeah,
like
yeah.
What? What happened with this?
I was actually fine from that. The issue was that I stopped to get on the gas station. And I went back home. Because you didn't get it.
Wow, I
You
don't
didn't
know.
get COVID.
Yeah, it was during COVID times.
Yeah.
So what happened? What's the
We went to a secret comedy bunker with like 40 people when it was
During
like
COVID?
during the lockdowns
in
and shit.
California.
Yeah.
Ha!
Yeah.
That is pretty rebellious.
Yeah.
You
Rebel.
packed 40 people into a space.
We didn't do it. Someone else set it up.
Yeah.
We just showed up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you almost killed your dad because you gave him
Yeah.
COVID.
Well, no. Well, I tried to stab him. And he had, I had COVID. So life. I was like, oh.
So you
COVID saved
you
my
coughed on the knife and then.
And, yeah, so OG down. No, not COVID. That's what my dad said.
That's a COVID death.
He's a beach boy. No, not COVID, son. Please, bro. It's weird. He's Indian.
So
He's an old Indian man. He talks like that.
Yeah. Just, Yeah. Do you guys have any COVID revelations?
Nah.
No.
It was, yeah.
You know, my COVID.
Tell me.
It's for another podcast. It's a whole thing.
Are you serious on us?
What?
Are you serious?
No. It's just COVID was like so crazy that I don't know. It was like
Yeah.
I think what I realized actually was that I was too used to being isolated. Like COVID wasn't a change for me that much. Like everybody's like, "Oh my God, we're socially isolated." I was like, "I'm doing what I do." I just stopped going to stand up as much. That's all that changed, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was it?
I mean, you know all the stuff that happened, right? Did I tell you?
I forgot.
Oh, you didn't? Okay. Maybe I didn't.
You forgot my fucking names.
I'll do a rundown.
You
I
forgot your fucking name.
Yeah. I'm Eric, dude. Fucking
Eric and Eric.
Eric and Eric. The Eric. Yeah.
King.
Oh, give me the rundown.
You want the rundown? All right.
Yeah. Isolation.
I moved to LA to do comedy.
Right?
2 weeks later, COVID hit.
Oh, yeah.
So we were doing like 6 mics a day
Uh,
to 0. And so I moved with one of my friend comics. And so we started working on all sorts of shit. Worked on like satirical articles. We worked on sketches. We worked on all these things. And then we got some more people from the Bay to come up. We wrote like 2 TV shows.
Uh-huh.
And we produced both of them kind of. One teaser.
Oh, yeah.
And then after that, like, we had a connection, Norm Macdonald.
You did? You didn't tell me about this?
Yeah. Oh, I did?
Dude, you see my Norm tweet?
I love Norm.
He tweeted at me.
Oh, what the fuck?
And then
What the
I didn't frame
Fuck.
that. It was a gift.
What the fuck? I would frame that.
Would
That's
you?
how narcissistic I am. I'd be like,
Yeah,
dude.
I'm a huge narcissist. We read a lot of stuff.
Norm Macdonald just read your book.
Don't read my tweet.
Just read Respect David. That's it.
That's what he said. Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That's like he's talking to me.
Yeah.
They look at
Yeah.
me weird when I mention.
Yeah, you got my name wrong.
Oh, are you talking about when he like gives the story about the book
Uh-huh.
and the
Make-A-Wish kid that wants to go to the...
That's brilliant.
Yeah, it was really
That's
funny.
brilliant.
Yeah.
But yeah, Norm Macdonald, we had a connection.
What was the connection?
Like we knew somebody who was a writer for SNL
Uh-huh.
that was like pretty closely connected to Norm.
Okay.
We were waiting to use at the right time.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know if you heard, but Norm McDonald got a little ill, and he died. So we couldn't use that.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah, and that was pretty
telling
disappointing
me
to
for
say
the-
the least.
telling me-
I like moved
telling
to
me for
meet Norm. That was like one of the reasons. I was like, one day
Yeah.
I'm gonna make Norm laugh, and then he died.
Because you didn't want to meet.
He didn't want to meet me. He's like, I can't escape him. Let's leave this
He's like,
existence.
This guy.
I was following him every day. I was watching, waiting, commiserating.
Norm would have hung out with
Saying,
you.
"Ain't so.
He's
I
like,
don't want
oh,
to." Yeah.
turn the lights off.
Carry me home.
Okay.
And then when this happened, I got COVID.
Yeah.
So I went started going to some mics. I got COVID. Then I went home because my dad wanted me to come home.
With COVID.
Well, he didn't know. I got it on the way. I got it on the way there because I stopped at a gas station.
Yeah.
And it'd been more than 2 weeks since I had been to a mic or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I'm pretty sure I got COVID at the gas station, and I didn't know until I came home that I had the first symptoms.
Uh-huh.
My mom had second, and my dad had third. But me and my mom got better, and my dad did not. My dad got really bad, and and then there's more to the story. But yeah, my dad survived. He was in the hospital for like a month.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah. He has O2 levels. So this is one of the things that happened. My dad's like one of those guys, like, I don't want to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you, I'm not going to go to the hospital. This is his attitude. Right? Doesn't matter how bad it is.
Mm-hmm.
And so one day, he came to my room at 3 o'clock in the morning with blood on his head. And he's like...
on his head?
Like it's not like he was...
If he had
was
a cut?
bleeding 'cause, yeah, it was cut. It was a cut.
Okay.
And he was like, I fell. This is what he said. That's all he says. He just says, I fell.
Okay.
And I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean you fell? What the fuck is he talking about? Right? But I know him, so I can't do that, right? Like, I know. And he's like, yeah, I fell. I'm like, okay. Did you fall? He's waiting for me to ask. That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
Like, did you fall because you were fainting because of the COVID? Like, and he's like, I think COVID might be something, whatever, right? That might.
Oh
be
yeah,
that.
he wanted you
He
to. He
wanted me
wanted
to say it.
you.
Right.
Ah.
Yeah. And he's everything he's waiting for me to say. So then I'm like, okay, Dad, like, we need to go. Okay, let's go to the hospital thing. And he's like, no. He wants me to ask that so he can say no. So he's going to shut it down. He's like, we can't because that's going to cost a lot of money. So he can make it my decision.
Right.
He wants to make it my fucking decision.
Let's get into this toxic shit.
And so it's crazy because your dad's almost dead and you hate him. Like, you can't, like, people don't talk about that part of the deathbed, right? The deathbed isn't just someone you just love the whole time, right? They're still the same person a lot of the time, right?
You kind of want him to die.
This is the issue, right? I can't let him die because of duty, right? Like, I just can't. You're a son, and duties, especially Indian culture, is duty. You just have to do what's right for the family. You just have to do it. Doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
But I so wish I could, because some of the things he says is so fucked up.
Yeah.
There was one time when he was like literally dying, right? And he said, you and your mom are going to make it, and I'm going to die. Like, he was mad about it. Like, he would have preferred if we died.
Some bullshit.
That was his beautiful deathbed speech. It's like, could you guys die instead of me? That would be really helpful.
Nothing I can do about it.
Yeah.
And he's like, this is bullshit.
Dude, he even said, this is one of the things he said. He said, last week I watched you give fruits to the dog. And I know you guys also ate fruits, and I didn't get any. And that's why you guys are getting better, and I'm not.
Because you ate fruits?
His evidence was not even us eating fruits. He saw that the dog had fruits. And so he concluded that me and my mom also ate fruits. And we purposely took it from him.
Yeah.
So he didn't have any, so he would die. That was something he thought.
Because your immune systems were better.
You were just killing
Because
it.
of the dog fruit.
That all checks out.
Yeah.
I mean, vitamin C.
Right. Vitamin C. There's fruits in the fridge. You want to pick it up and eat it? Like, or ask if you literally were doing anything for him. Just say, can I have a fruit?
Dude.
One fruit,
See
please.
how animated videos this guy did?
I had to stop doing bits about my dad because every bit was becoming about my dad. Literally everything was.
You just forget you're on stage and just.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
That's the good stuff. That's the good stuff.
Yeah. So he was like, okay, like I can't go to the hospital or whatever, right? And so I didn't argue because I know the arguing is for him. It's so he feels good. That's the reason.
He feels something.
Yeah, because he just needs to know he exists. That's what he wants to know.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So fuck you. Fuck you. I'm not gonna let you know you exist. I'm gonna keep you alive, but you're still not gonna know you exist. That's my goal. So
that's too easy for him.
That's too easy.
Suffer.
Yeah. So let him live. That's suffering enough.
I got a boulder for you.
And so what I did was I just fucking grabbed his shirt and I dragged him outside the door and I took him to the hospital. And that night,
how hard was it to get him in the car there?
He's fucking wimpy ass dude. I can really do it. He's a marathon runner, so he's light and he's strong, like his light whatever, right? But he's also like not really fighting back because he knows he needs to go to the hospital.
Also, he's like deep into COVID and he fell.
Yeah, but he would definitely put some sort of resistance if he like didn't want to do something. He wants someone to force him, so I forced him. Anyway, so I pulled him into the car, and we went to the hospital. And then when he got there, they told me to leave. They said, like there's no point in you being here, like because first of all you can't go into the hospital because of COVID, and he's gonna be here. He's gonna I don't know how long, but he's gonna be here.
Yeah.
And I was
like, okay, sweet, bro.
Yeah. It was. Jeez. I'm not gonna lie. Me and my mom were pretty happy that night. We were like one night without him, pretty nice. But we also didn't know how bad it was getting, and he started giving a little bit of hints because we stayed up all night, and we didn't hear anything from him that night. And then we were waiting for like an update in the morning. And basically they needed to pump, like they needed to give him O2, like oxygen, right?
Yeah.
And so we knew that was happening. I don't remember how we knew. And so we needed to know whether he got above 95 after they gave him O2.
Okay.
And so we get a text in the morning. So we've been telling him about this, like, hey,
95 is where you got to be safe zone.
Yeah. And so we were trying to get updates from him, saying 95, let us know what's going on, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, O2 levels at 72. That's what he said. That's the first text we got in the morning, something like that. And I saw the way it was worded, and I was like, this motherfucker is fine. This motherfucker is so fine.
How did he word it?
Because he said something like O2 levels at 72. He didn't give enough description to say, like, currently it's at 72.
Yeah.
Right? And I know my dad. I know him. Like, that's why whenever I talk about my dad and everybody's like, no, your dad doesn't know either. I can predict everything that's happening. I can predict. He's so readable. So I hate how readable he is. Because I knew the moment I saw that, I knew he was fine. Think about that. Think about getting that text and you're supposed to like, oh, is he be worried about your dad like almost die at 72? And instead you're like, oh, this fucking is manipulating me. That's your first impulse. Think about how many years of manipulation that's led to that point, right? So I was like, this guy's fine. And so I was like, was that before or after you got the O2 levels, like the O2 pumped into you? And he was like, that was before. Now I'm at 96. And I was this. He needs us to feel the 72, so the relief of 96 comes later. He needs to throw you into that roller coaster. He needs that. Yeah. Anyways, he loves it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
He sounds like you know people like that. Yeah. Did a number on you, huh?
Oh, that was not the thing. But the other thing, that was just the precursor. But we're not even gonna. This is the story for today. Well, there's a part two.
Part two. Oh, that's
the rest
it.
of COVID. You know some of the rest of COVID, right?
Yeah.
Like losing everything.
Like losing everything.
One guy I told about that, he was like, you know, if what happened to you happened to me, I would have killed myself. I don't know if I should go into all that, but maybe this,
Yeah.
Keep going.
No, that's pretty good.
You know how he told me about that whole thing?
How?
like 2 weeks later, he gives me a call and he's like, "Hey David, how you feeling?" I was like, I'm all right. He's like, "Oh yeah, that's good. My dad just got COVID and's been hospitalized for the last 2 weeks. So I'm glad you're good."
But there was a period of time.
Because you do the same thing. You just like drop a little.
Yeah.
It's all fine.
Yeah. Like, well, I'm okay.
I
just
definitely
kidding.
thought
You
it
don't
was
do the
more.
same.
I definitely thought at the time that COVID was more fine than it was.
Yeah.
So definitely, like my dad almost dying was a, you know,
Yeah.
Mm.
yeah.
Dude, I don't know. I feel like I might do that kind of thing sometimes. You know, the dropping some bad news to get them to ask about you.
Dropping some bad news. Oh yeah,
A little bit.
I don't think.
I think I've done
yeah.
that. I don't know.
I think the problem is not that he did that time. The problem is that this pattern is so expected.
No, I mean that's
right?
fucked up.
Yeah.
He's OT. He knew his O2 levels were better. He knew you were worried.
Yeah,
And then-
yeah.
but
Yeah, it's so hard to hate someone when they're almost dying, because you can't. Who'd you come? You can't. Hey, you call your friend like, I fucking hate my dying dad. What a piece of shit. He's the worst. I hope he dies while I save him. Like, there's no logical conversation. You
Yeah.
just got to deal with it, and you got to hope he makes it, and then leave.
then you can hate him without guilt.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's better.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Yeah. There's a scene in the show Louis where he goes to his dad's house. Like his uncle encourages him to like, "Oh, why don't you talk to your dad? Like, go talk to him." And he goes up to the dad's door, and like he sees a shadow coming, like as if his dad's coming, and right then he just runs. And he goes into a car or a motorcycle, and he drives the motorcycle into a boat and takes the boat, and he just goes in the middle of the sea. And like, but the first time I watched it, I was like, why doesn't he just talk to his dad? Now I get it. I totally.
Yeah. I was gonna say I do remember that scene now, but I never remember him actually meeting the dad. Yeah, he just flees the scene.
Yeah, there are some people you can't like. Sensible situation will never start. Like you know, and that was a hard thing for me to admit. Like I always like thought like, oh, with everyone you can figure it out, right?
Yeah,
and I think that you can
make it better.
You can be cordial, like you can find ways to keep people at arm's distance. But some people, there's no way to keep like. For you to come around or them to come around and be on the same. Yeah.
I wonder what his dad did to him.
Oh, that's a whole other. I'm not. That's too dark. That's some stuff for. Yeah. You want to know?
Molesting.
Say Jim.
Jim, bro.
Jim
is. Jim's 80.
One time I went on a date. I don't know, date-ish, whatever. Everything is bullshit now. I was around a female, potentially a female, for some amount of time in a park, and she was in my vicinity.
It's a great story.
And sometimes there was vocal vibrations that
reached
her ears back and forth. The date is not even a fucking.
He was walking by some chick at the park.
Yeah, basically.
Wait, was it a date?
No, it was a date. Okay,
so you knew this woman.
I knew her, but she said like something along the lines of like, "Oh, I want to date someone who is on good terms with their parents," and I was just like, "Well, that's a good reason," and I'm not the guy. Like, it's completely valid. I totally understand, but I'm so not the guy. Very.
What'd she say? Did you end the day right there?
I still hung out with her a lot, but
you're like, I love my dad.
Well, I think we had I think she just wanted to keep hanging out.
Yeah.
And but it's whatever. You know, it does. You just fucking hang out. That's what people do these days.
Yeah.
They just.
That's all you do.
Until it fizzles.
Until.
Or it goes well, but yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of fizzling.
A lot of fizzling. Yeah, it's hard not to have something fizzle.
Yeah.
Within a relationship.
Yeah.
Like, how do you keep finding shit to talk about?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what to say next right now.
Oh, right now?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you better think of something. All the viewers are leaving.
All the viewers.
Come back. Say a funny
I think we lost people when we started eating watermelons in the first 5 seconds.
Excuse
me? Yeah, I don't think anybody. Audio cuts out. This room is like 100 degrees.
They don't know that.
I don't know. I'm sweating.
We were eating a watermelon at the start. I feel like that was the biggest tell.
Yeah. That it's hot in here?
Yeah.
First thought. Yeah, it's got to be hot in there.
gotta be hot.
Why else would we be eating watermelon?
Yeah.
Watermelon's a nice cool drink.
Yeah. It was, by the way, we heated the watermelon.
Yeah.
It was a hot watermelon.
It was,
It was 640 degrees.
yeah, I like watermelon. I like my watermelon hot.
Yeah.
I want you to
making it a puree.
I want you to boil that
Boil.
shit.
I like the green to be melted.
Oh, this is cold.
Yeah.
Get that shit out of here.
Why? Boil watermelon. That's fuck. It's fucking there's water everywhere.
You surprised?
I don't know. It's been a while since I've had fruit. Do you guys eat healthy?
Diversity of diet. I ate lots of things.
Vegetables?
Yeah.
Jesus.
When I was
Are you just on the meat and cheese diet?
Basically, takeout. You know,
Bread, meat, and cheese.
pizza.
Pizza's one
You're
of
in good
the
shape, though?
food groups.
Huh?
You're in good shape though, right?
I only eat like once a day, so
Oh, OMAD. Oh,
one meal a day.
man.
Oh, mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did that for a little bit.
What do you know?
No,
McDonald's?
I think my diet isn't great recently, but it's not like horrible either. Because I've had like horrible diets in the past.
Mm-hmm.
So I got diabetes.
Diabetes.
Wait, I haven't talked about any of this? Okay, fine. I'm just going to finish the story. All right. Since
Part 2.
part 2 to the story.
You got diabetes during COVID?
So, dude, I'm surprised I ever told you that. So anyway.
I think I knew about the diabetes, but
Okay, so what happened was, I was looking for a job because my dad was in the hospital and he was like really sick, right?
right, yeah.
And I was like, my dad dies, family's fucked. Like, I don't have that good a relationship with my sister, and like, I don't know, it would be weird. So I got to be able to do something, and so I started applying to jobs, and yeah, I did this one interview with this company. This is pretty fucked up. They said that I just had to fix their bugs. The first day they interviewed me, and I was like, no, like, I really am interested in this job. They're like, oh, we'll consider you, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh, okay, what we want you to do is we need you to fix these bugs on their actual code base.
He's a software engineer.
Yeah. And, yeah. What?
Back to you.
Me? Oh, yeah.
Back to you, yeah.
And, yeah, like, you need to fix their bugs in their actual code base. And if you do that, then, like, we'll, like, consider you kind of thing, right?
Uh-huh.
And so for like 3 days in a row, I just like stayed up working on this thing.
Uh-huh.
And even my friends like helped me out a little bit, like on it, on like how, like, like we finished a lot of work. We finished a lot of work for that company, right? And we submitted to them. They're like, yeah, that we just found another guy. And it's like,
Well, you
holy
actually
shit.
did real work?
Real work. We did literally. I was a good employee for the company. That's what I was already. Just hire me. I'm already working for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
You
never
zipped out for this software.
Yeah,
company.
because I was like, dude, it's fucking over. My life is.
They're like,
it's all gonna burn.
the recruiters
Well,
like,
they,
yeah,
they didn't need you anymore.
They didn't need
You
me,
fixed
yeah.
it.
Yeah, I fixed it exactly. I was a contractor that got paid $0. That's what it was, and it's a very profitable gig. Anyway, so I started working at this like random. I did like contract work as a game thing, and game stuff is really hard.
Yeah.
And so people who contract you out to do game stuff have no idea how hard it is. So they expect the timeline is like, bah, you should do it in 3 weeks. You know,
Yeah.
they don't know how much needs to be done. And so I got severely underpaid because it was a milestone-based thing. So
Yeah.
they expected me to hit milestones, and I was working. And I was just like, dude, like, what am I fucking doing? Like, I know I can do more than this, and I'm just kidding. I've always got paid pennies, even in software. So that was about the time that my friend showed me the Bored Ape Yacht Club.
Uh-oh.
And he showed me, actually, even before Bored Ape, he showed me like another one in Solana called Solarians. And
I know Bored Ape, the
I-
NFT collection.
Yep.
This is one of the elite ones.
Yeah. And I thought about what they were doing
Mm-hmm.
to make NFTs, and I was like, I literally have every skill set, the things necessary to make this project. I know how to get to this point, right? And so I assembled a team that I would like coordinate to do the project, right? And so we had 4 people. I was super excited, and we were like going to start working on stuff. And little by little, within like 2 weeks, everybody dropped out.
Okay.
And so then I was like, you know what? I need to earn money. So I did every part of the project. So for like 6 months, I worked 16 hours a day, ordering DoorDash in home and drinking like 2 cartons of juice every day. If you're wondering how I got diabetes, might have had something. And before all this, I had chest pain. Before this, I'd already been in such bad shape that I had chest pain.
Because you're making Bored Apes?
And I was the developer for Flower Girls NFT.
Okay.
Yeah, and so anyways, I made my own project, and that had some level of success and whatever. But through the experience, I got hired as a developer for Flower Girls NFT. It was a great project.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it still does well. I mean, we've given like more than $1 million to charity. Yeah.
Flower Girls NFT.
Yeah.
Shout out.
It's pretty cool.
Still active.
Yeah.
They could, folks at home,
Yeah.
buy
Go invest.
Check it out. I mean, at least check out the art. Check out what they're doing. Like, I still think that I think they're doing a great job, and and so that was like so as a developer, I kicked off the project. Like I clicked the button to get the Gary V was like founder project. And he was like a big NFT whatever guy at the time.
Yeah.
And so he like promoted our project. And so like when I clicked the thing to launch the project, there's a website called Etherscan, so you can check what's going on your project. And like literally every time I refresh the button, the money that was in that account would go up like 250 grand. It was crazy. It was one of the craziest. Yeah, because people were buying like crazy. It was so popular.
Yeah. So you didn't sell?
What do you say? Oh, so yeah. I mean, there's, so I got a portion of that, and I was doing well, but I had gotten diabetes. So there's a big caveat there, right? And it wasn't just diabetes. It wasn't just any other diabetes. I went into the urgent care because I thought urgent care was enough, which it was not enough. I went into the urgent care. My friend was like, I told my friend Viraj, a very nice guy. I've known him for like 17 years. We play like Dota together. And so I just told him casually, I was like, yeah, I went to watch like Louis C.K. in live, and I couldn't see him. I couldn't see Louis' body. Because he was just a blur to me. Yeah. And I was like, that seems to be a little bit of a problem. Just a little bit of a problem. So I told Viraj, like, I couldn't see Louis do the thing. Like, was it me? Like, he's like, yeah, it's you. You can't see him. I could totally see him. And I didn't even know what I could see and not see because I'd spent 6 months at home looking at a screen. So I didn't even know what was even going on. Like, my version of reality was so warped at that point, right? And so I went into urgent care, and there's a lady. And they like took their time, which they shouldn't have been taking their time with me. Right. If they knew the condition I was in, they would have been putting everybody on top of it. And they took like a fucking 2 hours to get to me. And finally they checked my blood sugar because I said like, I think I might have diabetes. This is what I told them. I had all the symptoms of diabetes. I couldn't see. I was drinking like a shit ton of water, shit ton of juice. So I needed a lot of liquids. I was overeating. I was sleeping like 20 hours a day. So all the work that I was doing, I couldn't even maintain that level of work anymore because I was working for 16 hours a day and I was sleeping for like 20 hours a day, right? So everything had like changed. And so I told all the symptoms and they were like, this guy's probably just overreacting. And then they checked my blood sugar and it usually gives a number, a 3-digit number, right? Which is, or should be around 100. And what it said was HI. I was too high for
it. Was off the scan?
It was off the machine. So it was over 600.
Oh my
God. Yeah. So 250 is like diabetic. I was over.
Wait, so what would have happened if you didn't go in? Would you just have died?
I would have died. Yeah. I was definitely. I came back home because my dad convinced this was a double-edged sword coming back home.
Yeah.
Right. Because I came back home and my. Yeah, so I actually started like getting care because of I was living with my mom and stuff, right? And yeah, like we started taking care of my diet and diabetes. But like before, like when I first moved there, it was kind of scary because I got like shocks down my leg and stuff. So like I looked up the symptoms of shocks on your leg, and the thing that if that continued, you're gonna get paralysis. So I was like, all right, now do I want to go really in this direction, or do I want to change everything? And so that's when I would research like 6 hours a day, and so I learned how to at least one way to lose weight, which is like keto and intermittent fasting. Right? Because they supplement each other. Keto, because you don't eat carbs, you do not have blood sugar spikes, which allows you to not eat for like 16 hours a day.
So that's how you monitor your blood sugar now?
Well, I don't need it anymore.
So you don't have diabetes anymore?
I have diabetes, but
type 2?
Type 2, yeah.
Okay.
But
you can kind of reverse the effects of that.
You kind of can reverse the effects of it, yeah. But yeah, and then I ended up losing a lot of money because my dad told me what to do with the money a lot. But it's like
your dad told you to sell or not sell?
Yeah, it's a complicated thing. And so I came back. I came back.
Lost a fortune.
I lost a lot. Let's just say that. And they always say, this is important though, okay? When you lose a lot, they always say like when things happen to you, like what's the lesson you learned? And I think when I lost like a lot of money, a lot. Like, so much money. When you lose that much, the lesson you learn is sometimes there is no lesson to learn. Sometimes you just lose everything. That's probably the biggest lesson of life. Is that there's no meaning.
There's no meaning to it.
Sisyphus. It's just the rock came down. Syphilis, dude.
Yeah.
The syphilis.
Sissy fist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my COVID. That was your.
Thanks for sharing, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing. Well, guys, we've been going a long time.
Yeah.
So we can probably wrap it up here. But it's been a pleasure. It's been fun.
Yeah.
It's been a good. It's been a good.
Yeah.
Thanks, Eric.
Thanks.
2 Erics.
2 Erics.
What are the odds?
It's Vyas.
No, I'm David.
Dave.
I'm David in this.
Yeah. Anything you guys want to shout out?
Dino Dave FPV.
That's your Instagram handle?
Yep.
Tight. Well, they'll be all linked, so follow these guys. And Vyas?
Vyas Sathya. Vyas Sathya.
Vyas
On Instagram.
Sathya on Instagram.
On everything.
Check Vyas out. He posts stand-up clips and shit. It's very funny. Very
Thank you.
good. And check him out on stage.
Yeah.
Wherever.
Yeah, everywhere.
All right. Thanks for the watermelon.
Thanks.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for listening, guys.
Thank you.
All right.
Once that feeling's done, ain't got no more bows to run. Once that feeling's done, ain't got no bows to run. Once that feeling's done, ain't got no more bows to run. Once that feeling's done.